I would like to call the Board of Public Works meeting to order. Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Nichols. Here. Alderman Taylor. Here. Alderman Sevenick. Here. Alderman Langdon. Here. Alderman Kruger. Here. Alderman Tom Grotti. Here. Alderman Ted Grotti. Here. Alderman Rapella. Here.
Thank you, Clerk. Is there a motion to approve the Board of Public Works minutes of 4/1/19? Alderman Kruger.
I would make the motion to approve the minutes of April 1, 2019.
Moved by Alderman Kruger, seconded by Alderman Tom Grotti. All in favor of the motion to approve the minutes, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Moving on to the election of chairman. I'll open the floor for nominations of the chairman. Alderman Sevenick.
Thank you, Acting Chair. At this time, I'd like to nominate Steve Kruger as chair.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Seeing no further nominations, Clerk, can you please cast an unanimous ballot for Alderman Kruger for chairman? And then I'll turn the floor over to him.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to the second is the election of vice chairman. Do I have a nomination? Alderman Sevenick.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to nominate Alderman Langdon.
We have a nomination. Is there a second? Second. A second by Alderman Rapella or Ted Grotti. Alderman Ted Grotti. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? With no other nominations, Clerk, could you please cast the ballot with unanimous consent? Moving on to item number 3 is the payment for Yankee General Contractors Incorporated. Do I have a motion? Alderman Langdon.
Thank you, Chair. I'll make the motion to forward the council, correct? Yep. For the payment to Yankee General Contractors, Inc., contract unit number 2019-02, and that's for the Province Terrace Trail and Nature's Way to U.S. Highway 10 to State Highway 114 in the amount of $77,339.70, and that's payment number 2.
We have a motion by Alderman Langdon, second by Alderman Tom Grotti. Director Radomski, do you have anything to add to it?
Just that the project is moving along on schedule, and if you go down there, you can really tell that some progress has been made, and it's looking good. So, they're doing a good job.
Right, thank you. Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, can we take roll? We don't have to have roll? Yes. Can we just? Oh, yeah. Voice vote? Okay. There it is. Okay, Keith. Everybody can vote?
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Hey, moving on to the item number 4 is a recommendation to award contract unit number 2019-06 for asphaltic concrete pavement crack sealing. Alderman Langdon.
Thank you, Chair. I'll make the motion to recommend the council to award contract unit number 2019-06 for the asphalt concrete pavement crack sealing, and that's for the various streets in the city of Menasha. And that's for Farner Asphalt Sealers LLC in the amount of $75,000.
We have a motion, is there a second? We have a second by Alderman Ted Grotti. Director Radomski, is there anything to add?
Just wanted to point out that this was a unique bid situation where we set the contract amount of $75,000, and the contractor was required to tell us how much product they could put down for that contract bid. Farner did come up with the most product at the lowest price, so that's why they were chosen. Just wanted to clarify how that contract was put out.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? Alderman Stevenage.
Some discussion. Can you help me out, because I really have a hard time reading that? And my question is are we not working with Fox Crossing on this any further?
We are not. The reasoning that we chose to do it by ourselves was last year we had a bill from McMahon Engineering, who's put together that contract of $3,000 for really what was minimal work on their end. So we decided to take over the contract ourselves and, do the contract ourselves, so save us $3,000.
And are we still, is this just Menasha, or is it?
It is just Menasha.
Is there any other discussion? Alderman Nichols.
Thank you. And why did you choose to do the bid using that method?
It's actually the method that we've been using to do the bid in previous projects as well. We have a set budget amount that we have for crack sealing program, and we do not want to go over that budget because we don't know exactly how many streets are going to be done with that budget. We give them a list, I think the list is like 20 or 25 streets long, and they are to work down the list and go until they reach that number of pounds for that price. So that's how they choose, what streets to go on, and that's why we choose what we do, because otherwise we may go way over or under budget. So this allows us to get a good budget number.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Seeing none, can we take roll call?
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Last item is adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
We have a motion. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Ted Grotti. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?